What up, what up? It's your boy Allday, and we are live from Angel House Studios. My man Nostalgia is live from Astro Studios.
Let's get it.
Possibly to be named later, but for now, Astro Studios it is. This is another episode. What episode we on? The 4th episode of Uncivilized, and we're about to get the show started with my man KO. This is the Statement Freestyle, and we'll be right back, y'all. Stay tuned.
They told me, nigga, you gon' be a legend. Shit was destined for you. Pretty much a god to the game. I'm a blessing. I'm not a reverend, but I'm here to send a message. Life a gamble, I'ma bet on myself. I rolled me a 7. I learned the lesson, the time of being the essence. I'm invested in these weapons. It's gonna land you on a stretcher or a casket. Trigger finger itching, try and blast it. For a couple permanent wounds on my body like they tatted. Niggas savage till you run into one side of your bracket. Them hundreds and them 50s was stuffed inside of a mattress. Wrapping units in a plastic, strapped like straight jackets. This a passion, trying to take it from me, but it won't happen. Them bowls flying through traffic like I'm Aladdin. And I got trap vibes padding through the trenches. Next I'm coming for the masses, and I own all of my masters, so I'm coming with some baggage. Not a fiend to the purple and green, that shit do damage. Leave you stuck inside a dream, you moving slow like molasses. That money burnt the hole in your pocket like it was acid. Neck froze like Alaska, wrist rocky like Vesta. Anything I'm selling, you buying this shit with taxes. Your bitch get unattracted by some of your circumstances. That bad business and bullshit got me absent. The way these niggas talking is different from all they actions. I'm back spazzing, outworking any rappers. From a city full of madness, get excited when I'm trapping. Took them grams to the streets, then flip this shit to a mansion. The lyrics on these beats is steady raising my status. The home of the East is part of where I reside. They trying to gentrify cause a lot of niggas done died. Niggas will lose their life over situations with pride. Niggas get denied for faking thinking they tired. Trap.
Yeah. Hey. This is the Uncivilized Podcast. Your boy Allday, my man Nostalgia. That was KO Mason. Sorry, that was my man KO Mason, the Statement Freestyle. Once again, that was my man KO Mason, the Statement Freestyle. And we are about to get this show started without no further ado. It is April the 21st. Wednesday, and
it was a good 420. I ain't gonna lie to you. That case got the results of the case. My man was found. Well, not my man. They man was found guilty. So that was the high for the day.
Yes, sir.
One of the many.
Most definitely.
So it was a good day.
So let's go ahead and jump into those current events. Go ahead, Nostalgia, and let's run them in. Before we start, I'll go ahead and do the first one. We are back to back. Another rest in peace we got to give out to our man Black Rob. Bad boy official. Come on, man.
Bad boy original. Bad boy legend.
Yes, sir. Passed away. He had a stroke, a lot of health issues, a lot of issues, period, over the last few years. Our prayers to him, his family, and everybody that had love for him. Nostalgia, what you got to say? And then after that, let's jump into those current events.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. to Black Rob. Point blank, it's a tough one. It's another loss in 2020. He was just in love to our guy DMX.
Yeah.
And then right after it was reported, he was hospitalized, and then, got the tragic news.
Yeah.
Passed away.
Just did a video in the hospital. That went viral.
Another legend, but I don't want to harbor on it too much, but R.I.P. legend. Bad boy legend.
Most definitely. So what else we got, man? I see you say something about Drake Cheese's CLB.
Yeah, so him and Nori, from Drink Champs, they put out a teaser. Apparently Drake's finna be on Drink Champs, and more than likely, I think he finna announce the album. He pushed it back. He kept saying, CLB, January, whatever. Then he dropped the 3-pack, Scary Hours Part 2, hit 1, 2, and 3, and now he coming back, hopefully with an album this time. I mean, shit, it's been, 3 years since Scorpion?
Yeah.
I want to say. Yeah, so looking forward to it. New Drizzy, Drink Champs, in Fort, man. Looking forward to it.
What do they have a date of when he's supposed to be coming up on that piece?
I'm not too sure. Let me try to find it. I don't think they put out a date just yet. They just said Nori drinks. It said Drink Champs with Drake, Champagne Poppy Load, something like that. So yeah.
All right, man.
That's all we got. They teasing it.
It's coming.
Like
Just get ready for it, y'all.
It's coming.
Eventually, we're gonna be up there with the drink champs and whatnot, having the guests in there chilling with us and shit. One of the things we can go ahead and start letting everybody know, man, because I've been told from my boys down in the minimum wage mail room that it got to be most definitely acknowledged that this is a father and son production. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, it's your boy Allday Nostalgia. That is my son. And that seems to be something that trips people out. You know what I'm saying? We really didn't want to make a big deal about it, but, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to figure out a way to introduce ourselves or acknowledge that in the show in a very small way and then move on to what we got to do, which is what we're about to do now. Politics as usual. Wow. Go ahead and run down the charges. Yesterday was a good day. It was a good 420. It was smoke everywhere. It was celebration.
Smoking on the out pack, Chauvin pack, man, whatever his name is.
Yeah, smoking on the Chauvin pack. You know what I'm saying? We can use it. I never liked that.
Now we can use it. I like that. Like when people go into jail, cool. That's cool. The pack you want to smoke.
Yeah, that's dope. Y'all heard that? You should trademark that. Nostalgia just got that. That's his. So yeah, we gotta trademark that.
Nah, but you know this piece of dish rat. Monkeyed every word in the book. Scourge of the earth.
Found guilty on all 3 charges.
Found guilty of 3 charges: 2nd degree murder, 3rd degree murder, and 2nd degree manslaughter. Yeah, he faces 40 years, I think, for the 2nd degree charge, 25 at most for the 3rd degree charge, and 10 for the 2nd degree manslaughter charge. So, you know, either way, the man gets some time, and we love that. We love to see it. You know, finally, let's get it.
Give me the backlash you probably don't know. There was a couple of backlashes. I do know I saw what a Raiders ownership put out.
Oh, yeah, them idiots. I think they put out, I can breathe for 2021. Like, what?
Oh, well, I think they were just trying to be cute and try to support it.
That's not cute.
I don't see.
But I guess.
But, yeah, we'll talk about that on the next show and see how they spin it, because I don't have
not only that, like just more recently they was mad at LeBron too for putting out a tweet saying that cop in Ohio who got the little girl, rest in peace, it happened yesterday as well.
So he had another shooting.
These Ohio cops, you're next, and now they trying to use LeBron to say, oh, he don't really care about this. You know, he's a cop killer. They trying to paint LeBron
he's
bad.
Saying you're next because like they're gonna be convicted of what that person did. That's what that meant. I understand, but he deleted the tweet. I heard about it. I understand, but now we'll get more information on that shooting as we go. We didn't prep for that, and that just happened yesterday. I'm see if you can look up her name somewhere, Nostalgia, so we can give that appropriate information. But for now, yes, Chauvin has been found guilty of all 3 charges. Can you list the charges, what they were again, sir?
2nd and 3rd degree murder and 2nd degree manslaughter.
Yeah, so faces 75 years. What's going on with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, man? What's up with that? It's been a lot of different reactions, and they've all been bad. What's up with that?
First of all, if you trust Johnson & Johnson, that's on you. That's a slave company, first and foremost. And I know y'all remember that whole baby powder thing. So, if you got the Johnson & Johnson shot, that's on you. I don't judge. I got the Pfizer shot. I'm halfway vaccinated. But that's y'all out there, But basically, what happened was it was 6 individuals who had severe blood clots within recent, like in a week or so after taking the 1-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine. It was 6 women specifically. Couple of them had some, just blood clots, period. A couple of them had severe blood clots in the brain. Some of them had died. Rest in peace to them. But yeah, and they had to recall the vaccine for the time being to work out all them kinks. And also, this isn't the first time Johnson & Johnson is with their vaccine, because at one point they had to get rid of like 15 million doses just because they said they were quote unquote contaminated, whatever that means. But yeah, don't trust the white people. Don't trust the slave company. Don't trust Johnson & Johnson.
Not the white people.
Oh, not the whites, but
don't trust
that particular group, Johnson & Johnson. Don't trust them.
Okay. We're going to start ringing bells whenever you got to throw something in the jar. We not on that. Her name, the young lady, 16-year-old girl who was shot yesterday and killed. She was charged with 2 ladies with a knife for 2 females. Her name was Makia Bryant. That's what her name was. We have to get more information, especially since she did have a knife. But there's no.
Yeah, she did have a knife, but the reason she had called the police, she was the one who made the call to the police because she was trying to defend herself, and that was the case. She called the police.
Yeah, so yeah, that sucks. That sucks. We supposed to be able to call them to help us. So that's very disappointing, man. Very disappointing. Okay, do we have an update on our girl Kim Potter? What's up with her?
Yes, she was charged with 2nd-degree manslaughter, which is perfect because I mean that's the only real charge they can honestly give her because she kind of covered her ass with the whole taser thing. So, but you know, she still pulled out a gun and killed the kid. So whatever. But that's our little update.
By the way, we just dropped an exclusive Uncivilized After Dark live from Las Vegas that delved directly into that. So make sure y'all go on and check that out. Just uploaded a couple of days ago. And most of all, never forget, please like and share and comment on any show that we do. And we really appreciate the love and support. It's going to get bigger, I promise you. All right. As always, we got to jump into the most important part of the show. You know what we do. We are now officially on the countdown of being without Marvel content for a few weeks. And I'm going to be very, very, very disappointed. I hope something comes out that
sucks for me because this is the week a lot of my shows are in there. Snowfall in tonight, Falcon and Winter Soldier in Friday, so it's gonna be a tough one.
Cool thing for me is I can go back and watch Snowfall from the beginning because I started
watching. You lucky bastard! You missed a lot of good TV.
I did that same thing with Breaking Bad. TV. I watched the first season of Breaking Bad the year after it came out, and then I never watched the rest of it. And then finally, some years went by. Shout out to my man, Mr. Pearson. He kept getting on me, finally watched it, so I binged on it, and I'm gonna do the same thing with Snowfall. So yes, a lot of dope shows are about to end, but the dopest show that's about to end is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And if you saw the end of the episode, you already know that there's something dope in that suitcase. But before we get into that, we have a lot of recap we got to do because that's the end of the show. And we're going to get into a couple of fan theories. And we're going to talk about the freshly dropped Shang-Chi trailer. But first, let's go into Marvel. It started off with a bang, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I love that line that Bucky said when the new Captain America said, y'all really don't want to do this. And the Winter Soldier said, yeah, we do. I thought that was a great scene. What are your thoughts, Nostalgia, from going at the beginning?
That white boy got his ass kicked and now he mad.
Easy on the white boy, man. But yes, he did.
But
it's all good.
Come on, he's the definition of it.
He got his
blonde hair, blue eyes, chiseled.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, but okay.
Anyways, but I like. I'm gonna get into the plot later, but I like the parallels period that is being drawn because he did like they dove into it like in the start, like yo, you killed old dude in front of some people. And this is a big thing that's finna happen. And you're Captain America. And then he had his little trial, got his little slap on the wrist and kept it pushing. Then old girl came up to him, which I think that's the power broker, if I'm not mistaken, because we haven't seen them yet. And it's going to be the last
episode. That's not the power broker. First of all, Jennifer Julie, say her name right. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. The person that she played, I gotta look up the name. Val. She said, "Call me Val, but don't say it out loud." She's not the power broker. That is another character from the Marvel universe. We could break that down so they can have a clear understanding of it. She has ties to Hydra and the U.S. government.
That was my other point.
And she has ties to Shield. So
yes, she's Miss Hydra or whatever, Madam Hydra, whatever. I knew that, but I was saying like when in this little grand scheme of things, like could be, who knows, but she come in about to recruit old boy, so that's that story. I like the conversation that Falcon had with Isaiah Thomas was his name. I don't want to be mistaken, but your boy Isaiah, the Black Captain America, the first one,
right? Isaiah Bradley. I believe it's Isaiah Bradley.
Isaiah Bradley. Okay, yeah. There we go. But I love that conversation. It was dope. Tragic, and I'm kind of worn out on the whole black trauma in media and that's like that's all we're ever allowed to be. But the conversation period was great because you got the platform it's on, and they're able to do something because at first these were B-level, C-level, D-level characters, and now they got they at the forefront of Marvel, people paying attention because they got the little thing going with all these shows. People are investing in it and tuning in every week. So when you have you have that stage to bring in these different elements and have these conversations and you have these tough topics and address it and do it in excellent fashion, because it's only been 6 episodes, but it's been different things that you can pick out and say, oh, that's being compared to what's this specific part of life right now, like Sam getting a loan, the family just having financial troubles, just pseudo racism he had, period. All that ties into it. So I applaud Marvel Studios on it.
Yes, I do as well. I love that Isaiah brought up the dope things it's going to be hard for a black man to represent and be Captain America, which I'm going to be honest, it made the episode.
Oh, no self-respecting black man. I love that line.
Yeah, but
I love
that
it.
was that I love what his sister said to him. I love what White Wolf said to him. And they're probably going to show a scene that Captain America said, White Wolf said, I didn't think me and Steve really thought about what it meant giving you that shield. And I bet you Steve would, whether they show Captain America or not. There's rumors that he's supposed to show up. I'm willing to bet you he knew exactly what he was doing when he gave Sam that.
Of course. Shield. That's the whole basis of his character when Marvel got back popping and they brought him back. He's that's been his whole character from the start.
So
I love it.
Much respect to what Isaiah Bradley said, and yeah, that could generally be the case for us, but there always comes a time where someone comes along, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Jay-Z. I'm trying to think of people in different genres. Colin Kaepernick, that proved that, because I just named a bunch of black Captain Americas, in my opinion. So I hear you, Bradley, but your thought process is badly. It smells badly. All right. So anyway, after that, I also loved how they tied up loose ends with Zemo. He's been taken to the raft where all of them were, which ended because of everything that they did. A lot of them ended up on that raft because of Zemo, and now he's going to be there. I also love the dope relationship that White Wolf has with the Wakandans. Very dope.
Yeah, I wanted to get into that too.
Go for it.
We know Black Panther 2 is supposed to dive into the lore and the politics of Wakanda, and seeing how they move just off GP, just to get the dude that killed their king. Even though they revealed to the world, they was still moving in secret.
Right.
Because you really didn't see no trouble that Zemo had being the one fugitive breaking out of jail. It was a little bit, but but them Wakandans, yeah, that was on it. Nothing
to play with.
That was on it.
I loved how they spent a great deal of the episode time. They tied up a lot of loose ends last episode because they the next episode they get down to the shits,
which is fine because we get a good climax scene because we didn't. It's been great action scenes with them with the fighting choreography and all that, but now we finna get.
Yeah. And I love how Bucky and Sarah, I think that was his sister name, Sarah, he flirted with her. I thought that was dope. Like I said, I liked how they spent time on the boat, how the community came together and rallied to make sure they kept the boat, because that part was very important too. So they really tied up a lot of the ends and whatever. The only thing they're about to do now is I really hope that Sharon Carter isn't the power broker, but all signs are pointing to that being the case, that
that'll honestly suck, and it make no sense because she's been helping them this entire time. So,
but that's some power broker ass shit. Another rumor. So let's get into some fan theories then, because we're pretty much at the end anyway, and we got to hurry up because we're gonna wrap this one up within 25 minutes. So we got about 5 more minutes to go. So let's go ahead and do it. One of the fan theories I wanted to get into, and then you can get into yours, is that 2 people that they would love to show up, and as you can see, Marvel keep telling we love y'all theories, but ain't no one showing up. They might let somebody show up in this one. And there's a rumor going around that the Kingpin is the power broker, and Vincent D'Onofrio, who played him on The Punisher and did an amazing job. He was on The Punisher too, but he was on Daredevil. Amazing as the Kingpin. They should take the characters from the Netflix shows and just go ahead and put them right on into the MCU. But that's one of the fan theories that I've been hearing.
And I don't know if you heard, Marvel and Sony actually had a deal today. They cut, they once they done with their Netflix deal, the Sony movies, they going right to Disney Plus.
Seriously?
Yep, this announced today.
Cool.
April 21st, time of recording.
Nice. All right,
when they done with their Netflix deal, at Disney Plus.
What fan theory do you have for me?
I don't know, because I really don't see anyone super special showing up besides Captain America, right. But. Like that was, I mean, I love it, but save it, you know?
Right.
I don't need it right now.
All right.
But Sharon Carter wouldn't make sense being a power broker because she's done all this to help them.
Yeah.
So that'd be stupid. That'd be stupid. That'd be a worse villain.
In WandaVision that I thought was stupid, and I just didn't go into it. But
because right now we got a okay villain in what was her name? Carly Montague?
I think we got a great villain in Captain America. We got a great villain in Captain America. We got a great villain.
He can be a great villain
in Captain America. She's a decent anti-hero. And But we got a great villain in Captain America. He's nailing it.
All right. But Carly Morgenthau, she's an okay villain, but she kind of has the young actor thing pushing her back because I really don't know who she is. She hasn't really done anything to.
They are forcing herself on me villain, and she's a decent.
It's
anti-hero.
Working. I feel it. I know your motivation.
I guess it's fair to say since I don't care for her, that makes her a villain, so it's working. Zemo is my guy. I love him. All right, let's get into it.
I actually want to see him be an anti-hero, to be honest with you, but I don't really see anybody else showing up. But Carly Morgenthau could be a G later down the line.
All right,
as of yet, I ain't really sold.
All right, let's get into this last bit of new Marvel information. As you guys know, a couple of days ago, the Shang-Chi trailer drop. Go easy if you have nothing good to say. So what I wanted to go ahead and do, like the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Let's get it.
It looked good. It's based in Frisco. It had the same set. We'll possibly see Ant-Man walk by or something. But it's dropping. It's coming in September, I believe.
Ironic. It's kind of like Ant-Man.
It has some Ant-Man feel to it.
That's my critique. That's my main thing for today.
So, but outside of that, you gotta look at it like this. I'll look at it like this, and then I'll pass it on to you, and then we'll go from there. They got a lot of the covered elements of superhero covered. A lot of the elements covered. Kung Fu is one of the things that hasn't really been done yet in the Marvel Universe. So I think it's perfect.
Yeah, they've done every other drama. You got romantic comedy. You got sci-fi thriller. You got...
when did they do romantic comedy?
Well, not really romantic comedy.
I think
more
Thor
like a teen comedy. And I was thinking of Spider-Man Homecoming.
I think the upcoming Thor is going to be a romantic comedy. Spider-Man was a teen comedy.
Spider-Man Homecoming was a teen comedy.
Yeah, it's a teen comedy.
But they had the buddy cop thriller with Winter Soldier. They had the comedy period with Ant-Man.
Yep, family comedy with Ant-Man. So, the first one was more. The first one was PG-13 comedy. The second one was definitely a family movie. Definitely.
I say both of them were family movies because the first one had him trying to be with his daughter.
Oh yeah, no, right? I'm not denying that, but it had that old school and that Will Ferrell-ish twang to it too. Some slight adult humor. That's all. All right, one more last bit of Marvel news, and then we're gonna go ahead and play that song again by my man KO and give our shout outs. And that is the Queen of Dragons herself, Emilia Clarke from Game of Thrones, has been cast in Secret Invasions on the new Disney Plus MCU TV show. No word of what she will play, but as you can see, the hood is getting deep, brother.
I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I know exactly who that is.
And that's all that matter. The hood is getting deep. The hood is getting deep. All right, y'all. We want to thank y'all. We're going to wrap this one up real fast, man. Shout out to my man, Nostalgia at Astro Studios. My man, Drew.
And tune in. Be sure to tune in to Uncivilized After Dark, man. That's an important episode, man. We discussed some deep topics, and we got our boy Big Pat checking in with us.
Yeah, check that out. Shout out to our man, Pat, for doing that. Shout out to my girl Venus, who was on the cameras for us in Vegas. Shout out to the whole team. Shout out to Trust the Process. We'll be in Chicago in a couple of weeks. Shout out to Outer Trench.
I'm gonna be up in the Bay Area next week.
Yeah, shout out to Outer Trench. They just opened their studio, so we got a lot of dope shit popping. We'll see y'all next week, man. It's our boy KO. We finna let him ride us out, man, and we'll holler at y'all next week. This is the Uncivilized Podcast. Oh, and by the way, all audio for these shows will be dropping within the next couple hours. Peace.
I'm a blessing. I'm not a reverend, but I'm here to send a message. Life a gamble, I'ma bet on myself. I roll me a 7. I learned the lesson, the time of being the essence. I'm invested in these weapons. It's gonna land you on a stretcher or a casket. Trigger finger itching, try and blast it. For a couple permanent wounds on my body like they tatted. Niggas savage till you run into one side of your bracket. Them hundreds and them 50s was stuffed inside of a mattress. Wrapping units in a plastic, strapped like straight jackets. This a passion, trying to take it from me, but it won't happen. Them bowls flying through traffic like I'm Aladdin. And I got trap vibes padding through the trenches. Next I'm coming for the masses. And I own all of my masters, so I'm coming with some baggage. Not a fiend to the purple and green. That shit do damage, leave you stuck inside a dream. You moving slow like molasses. That money burnt the hole in your pocket like it was acid. Neck froze like Alaska, wrist rocky like Vesta. Anything I'm selling, you buying this shit with taxes. Your bitch get unattracted by some of your circumstances. That bad business and bullshit got me absent. The way these niggas talking.